Sony's ZV-1 made it easy to create professional-looking videos, no matter your level of experience. The camera was designed to eliminate the technical knowledge needed when using other cameras and equipment, making the ZV-1 a pretty ideal choice for vloggers, YouTubers, and beginner filmmakers wanting a hassle-free option. Well, today I'm pleased to show you this, the brand new Sony ZV-1 Mark II. This is an upgraded version of the original model, offering a new focal range, improved focusing and tracking capabilities, similar to those seen in more advanced cameras, but it's all still housed inside a small, compact and pocketable design. Embracing the feedback and building on its predecessor, the ZV-1 Mark II raises the bar as the ultimate content creator's camera. At its heart is a 1-inch 20.1 megapixel CMOS sensor, resulting in highly detailed stills and video with an impressive low-light capability too. The first noticeable difference on the Mark II is the lens's new focal range. Previously we found an equivalent 24 to 70mm lens, which as many of you will know is a great all-round focal length to have. But for content creators standing in front of the camera, who hold it at an arm's length, either struggled with cropping part of their head out of the frame, or just didn't get enough of the background scene in. Well, the Mark II now has an 18 to 50mm f1.8 to f4 Zeiss lens, which is plenty wide enough to capture your whole head, your shoulders and background, even when using active stabilization. Although this is a shorter zoom than before, you will find a mode called Clear Image Zoom, which is a form of hybrid zoom, allowing you to digitally go up to 100mm without a huge drop in the image quality when recording videos. Design-wise, the ZV-1 Mark II weighs in at 292 grams, with both the battery and SD card installed. The button layout is familiar to the original model, but simplistic enough to easily work your way around it with little prior knowledge. Powering the Mark II is Sony's MP-BX1 battery, capable of recording up to 45 minutes of content, although when using the camera, I found the battery to last much longer than that. There is no viewfinder, so all operations are done via the bright and clear LCD touchscreen, which flips out so you can see yourself whilst on camera. You can turn the camera on via the power button, but when you open the LCD screen, the ZV-1 powers on automatically and will shut down when you close the screen. Something that I noticed is that both the Mark I and II power up quickly, but there is an apparent difference when closing them down. Sony has relocated the tripod thread so you can now swap out the battery when the camera is attached to a tripod, unlike the original. On top we find Sony's multi-interface chute, capable of supporting a selection of Sony accessories like their microphones, and just next to this is the built-in enhanced intelligent 3-capsule microphones, which you can now select from 3 options to customize your audio recording. We're now using that front-facing mode, which is ideal when stood in front of the camera presenting, but as I move to one side and around the back of the camera, you should start to hear my voice fade away and be isolated. We're now in rear-facing mode, so this picks up audio from behind the camera and isolates it from around the side and in front. This is ideal when narrating a scene like I am here, but as I move around the camera and you listen to my voice, those microphones should start to minimise what you can hear from me and pick up more from behind. We're now in all directions mode, which gives you a full 360-degree recording of the audio around the camera. As I move across to the side, you'll still be able to hear my voice, but you'll also be hearing the birds in the trees, the slight breeze, but also my voice still fairly well amplified as I move round the back and now across to the side of the camera. Now this might not be the best setting to use if you're going to be recording someone's audio, but if you're wanting an immersive experience of your environment, it might be your best choice. You can record up to 4K at 30p for highly detailed footage, or step down to Full HD where you can utilise Sony's slow and quick mode, letting you either speed up your footage for a fast-moving hyperlapse or slow down the action for a more exciting viewing experience. By turning the camera portrait for your recording, the ZV-1 will save this data so it knows that you've shot a vertical video. When transferring either to your PC or smart device, your footage will be available the way you shot it, saving you time in post by no longer having to rotate it. Handheld shooting can always be a challenge, especially when it comes to walking shots with your arm fully extended out. To help with this, the Mark II has Sony's active stabilization mode, which compensates for those jolts and shudders, resulting in a smoother final shot. It is worth noting that you'll have a little cropping to your frame whilst using this mode, but with that new wider 18mm lens, your content isn't cropped too much. Locking on and keeping your subjects in focus is important in any video, and Sony's real-time tracking inside this really is a breeze. You can also have the option of either human or animal subject detection, meaning you can tailor the camera's preferences and let it know what you're looking to record. And once selected, it will lock onto your subject's eye or body throughout your footage. One of my favourite features on the ZV series of cameras is the blurry background or defocus button. Pressing this does exactly what it says on the tin. One moment you can be in front of the camera, showing off the scenery with both yourself and that background in focus. Then with a quick press of the button you can blur that background and you will become the main subject of your content. On other systems you would have to manually change the aperture's value to create this effect, but this is such a simple and easy to use mode on the ZV-1, which results in a professional looking video completely hassle-free. The other easy to access mode button activates product showcase mode. This is ideal for anyone creating content where you need to hold something up close to the camera that you wish to focus on. Sony's eye autofocus is hands down amazing and clearly the setting you should use whilst in front of a camera, but it is not ideal when you want to hold an item up to show your viewers, because until you block your eyes, the camera just won't refocus. In product showcase mode, however, you can be the subject in focus, talking away, and when you hold up the item, the camera will detect this and automatically change to that being the subject, even when your eyes are visible, creating a really smooth focus pull between you and the item you are showing off. Borrowing the cinematic vlog feature from the ZV-1, the Mark II can now bake in these top and bottom black bars to create a cinematic feel to your footage. You are still recording a 16:9 video, but if you intend to add the bars whilst post-processing, this could really help speed up your edits. You also have a handful of preset styles to choose from, so you can get a little creative while shooting. We now have a more responsive touchscreen on the Mark II, much like that found on a smartphone. On the first ZV-1 you could only use the touchscreen to choose your focus point, whereas now you can use the screen to select your settings, start and stop recording, zoom in and out, as well as so much more. There is of course both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on board, allowing you to wirelessly transfer your content to a smart device or control the camera. The ZV-1 can also be used as a high quality webcam and live stream seamlessly whilst on the go via a smartphone. There is a handy new feature called Shot Mark which lets you tag your favourite parts of your content while in playback, so that you can quickly find them next time you want to watch them, ideal for when you've shot a longer clip. Continuing with their sustainability, the ZV-1 Mark II is made out of Surplast, a recycled material made from old plastic bottles and DVDs. The windshield is also made from recycled polyester, and the ZV-1 will come in an environmentally friendly packaging too. As cameras go, I feel Sony has created a system for users wanting to capture professional looking footage with ease of use and minimal setup time in mind. The ZV-1 introduced many quick-fire buttons to maximise the quality of your content, and now with this second generation ZV-1 Mark II, we are able to have that new wider lens, a more responsive touchscreen, the latest focusing and tracking, along with so much more, and this definitely sets the bar high for a pocketable camera, ideal for creators. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe, ring that bell to get notifications of all our latest content. If you'd like any more information, please check out the link below or pop into your local London Camera Exchange.